The best of the best in PIAA District 6 meet tonight at Mount Aloysius College to determine who of all of them is the best. And tonight we got an undefeated team going up against a team from the LHAC that has risen through the ranks this year, and they look to upset the unbeaten River Valley Panthers. It's River Valley and Central Cambria meeting here for the District 6 Girls AAA title here at Mount Aloysius College in sunny Crescent, Pennsylvania. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Glad to have you along for tonight's showdown alongside Rick Spallone. I'm Jake Slobodnik bringing you all the action here tonight on Renda Digital TV. Our coverage presented by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and Debner's Pools and Spas. Coach, you look at the court. These are the two best teams in District 6 AAA. River Valley has cemented themselves the best of the Heritage Conference. They go for another championship here tonight. They bring an undefeated streak in tow. 26-0, beaten down Cambria Heights and West Shamokin here in the district tournament. And it's been a pretty good season all around, but this is where it really matters most here in the district playoffs.
Yeah, this is it, Jake. 26-0, I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything if you lose, but it's just a blemish that you don't want on your record now. They've battled this far to get to this point, but, Central Cambria, they want to win too. This is, I think a lot of people expected River Valley to be here. Central Cambria had a good year last year. They were young. They built off of that. And they want to win a district championship just as much as River Valley does.
Yeah, we want to talk about a rebound and a road to glory for Central Cambria. What a year it's been, 17-8, 14-5. They finished 5th in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. That really doesn't matter because the LHAC is just stacked with talent. And when you look at the numbers that really matter, they've outscored opponents 1,326 to 1,099. This is a heavy senior-laden team. They have grown in the past couple of years. We think back 2 years ago, it was all pretty much sophomores that were reigning in the starting five. And now they look to cap it off here tonight. And, Coach, you've gone up against LHAC teams, and it's pretty much a step up from what a lot of teams in the Heritage Conference see.
It is. And it's because there's so many teams, Jake. I've never seen a team or a conference have almost 20 teams in it. So just like on the boys' side, the girls' side is just as good. Bishop McCourt won AA last night. They're in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Single A, I believe, was Guilfoyle. They're in the LHAC. So, it's a battle. So Central Cambria is going to probably have some experience under their belt and some games that were a little bit closer that River Valley might not have just because they dominated through the Heritage Conference.
Yeah.
Just calling it for what it is, not knocking any teams. But, they kind of had their way where Central Cambria might be a little more seasoned, a little bit hardened, and that might benefit them just a little bit tonight.
We'll talk a little bit more about both of these teams' seasons and how they got to Mount Aloysius as we just got started here on District 6 AAA Girls Championship night. Coming up next, Coach and I will overview both of those teams on the floor right now. It is an IRMC high school playoff night presented by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and Debner's Pools and Spas. Look ahead next on Renda Digital TV.
And in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Debner's Pools, Spas, Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debner's offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debner's take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debner's today.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Save up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew Full Hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford, with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
What's most important to you when looking for an insurance agent? Reputation, honesty, proven track record, competitive rates, someone who will be there for you when you need them most? That someone is Mike Davis Insurance Agency in Blairsville. The Mike Davis Insurance Agency has stood the test of time, over 60 years of quality service. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, or for a comprehensive insurance review, contact Mike or Andrew, 329 North Walnut Street, Blairsville.
Welcome back to Mount Aloysius College on this District 6 Championship night. Tonight we find out who's the best of the best in girls AAA. It's River Valley and Central Cambria. For one broadcaster here, it presents an ethical dilemma because I graduated from Central Cambria and now I'm calling River Valley. So it's amazing how things collide in this day and age. But let's take a look at both of these teams, starting with River Valley, the top seed in District 6 Girls 3A. They're experiencing a season to remember, 26-0, a Heritage Conference championship. And last week, Coach, I think it was the biggest storyline of all. Ava Perchetti setting a new record for Indiana County, now coming in with 2,339 points on the night, looking to add on to it and likely do that in the state playoffs as well. When you look back at River Valley's season, I mean, there hasn't been an opponent that they were afraid to go against. They beat 6A Mifflin County on January 11th, mowed down Richland twice, who Central Cambria beat on the way here. Then they beat Penns Manor for the Heritage title, who played last night, fell to Bishop McCourt in the girls' championship game. So really, everything's just going their way for River Valley.
It has, you know, and they haven't experienced much resistance either. And it has to happen at some point, Jake. You know, we'll get into it when we get into keys of the game. But if a team can challenge them, you know, I think it'll help that team out. You know, they can't go into halftime down 15 to 20 points. And that's just what River Valley's done all year long, like you said. You know, it's been, I don't want to use the word easy, but it's the only word I can think of.
They've made it look easy.
They've made it look easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, they've had a great season. You know, they're 26-0 for a reason. They got the best player that maybe this state has ever seen. I don't think that's a stretch to say.
No.
So yeah, you know, they got a lot of things going for them right now.
They were here 2 years ago facing Westmont Hilltop for the district title, and this is their third championship game in the last 4 years. So maybe that familiarity will play a bit of a pro for River Valley tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You can always rely on experience. And I think the only player that has that experience is Ava. I think she was a freshman and a sophomore for those 2 years. But when your best player has that experience, where Central Cambria, I don't think they have any experience in this kind of game, that's big.
Yeah. Looking at Central Cambria, they're 17-8, 14-5, finishing 5th in the LHAC. They outscored their opponents 13-26 to 10-99 this year. Heavy senior class. Most of them have started 3, if not all 4 years. They walked past Mount Union in the quarterfinal round, 69-29, and they beat Richland in the semis on Monday, 69-44. Their season highlights: they had a 3-game winning streak in late January where they beat Forest Hills, Somerset, and Bedford, 3 solid teams. They even had a 5-game road winning streak this year. So look at Central Cambria, they're battle tested, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can go on the road, I don't care if it's in conference, out of conference, and win, those are character builders. And like we said earlier, playing in the Lower Highlands, that's a character builder every night because there's no cupcakes. You know, there's no free bingo square. You're battling constantly. So if they can use that experience in this game tonight, it should benefit them.
History between these teams: they both met in the consolation game in 3A last year. River Valley won 54-38. It was big games from Riley Kittner and Emily Statz, both of whom graduated last year. Katie George was a freshman for the Red Devils, and she had 12 points leading their way. So River Valley, they lose all seniors. Central Cambria returns basically everybody, and that's going to be a big advantage for them, and Coach Rick Brown knows that. We'll talk with him next on the opposite side of this timeout. It is an IRMC High School Playoff Night coverage of the District 6 Championship on Renda Digital TV.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Huntin' Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Huntin' Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com. It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Right in the middle of all the action. That's where Salzburg Shop and Save likes to be. As a small-town community grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save gets to know their customers by name and appreciates their business. Salzburg Shop and Save still offers weekly specials, coupons, gas perks, and prompt customer service. Best wishes to the River Valley Panthers from your hometown grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save.
Welcome back to Mount Aloysius College, getting set for the District 6 AAA Championship. I'm joined by head coach Rick Brown. Coach, back to the mound for you guys. Just talk about the excitement getting here. Second time in 3 years you're fighting for the D6 title. It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, third time in 4 years if you look at it that way. And it's just fun to be there. Even though the first one was at Central Cambria, it's still making that drive. But it's fun. I mean, you get to play at IUP. I think that's a little bit to our advantage. So you kind of get that college atmosphere and on a college kind of platform. So we're excited. Tough game the other night, but the girls are all pumped up. We'll probably get the escort leaving town. That's the fun part of it for the girls. So yeah, we're excited to be there. We're blessed. We've been playing well. So God willing, we'll put up another D6 banner in the school. So that's what our goal is.
Alongside a dominant season, an undefeated streak you guys bring in here tonight. And I'm sure as a coach, there's some different challenges. One of those is keeping the players mentally focused. How are you able to sort of bring them back down to earth each game?
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit blessed there too, because I told you earlier in the year we kind of have a different bunch. I mean, they could be total goofballs sometimes. So me just screaming at them all the time in practice doesn't work. I got to promise them Reese's cups and things like that to get them to perform. But yeah, we're just a different bunch. I think the 2 week off really hurt us because we were really geared to keep playing. I mean, we were playing really well. I don't think we played our complete game at IUP, but again, they're trying to shoot. I'm not worried about the shooting as much. We just didn't handle, some of the pressure like we should have. We were prepared for that, and we still didn't handle that real well. But I think just keeping the girls, that we got to keep doing drills. You listen to like Curry and those guys talking, Jordan. They always did the little basic things every day. So, that's what we stayed. We still got to do the basic stuff every day, and then usually half of our practice to 3/4 is prepping for who we're playing right now. So we've been prepping. We prepped hard for Cambria Heights. And again, we didn't care who won that. Cambria Heights or Marion Center, we would just prep for whoever we got to play. Wanted somebody different. I mean, playing them once and early in the year, we wanted Cambria Heights. And, to win that by 20, we're happy with that. But again, I told the girls, it's just winning, and because we maybe played less bad than somebody is not our goal. Our goal is to win because we play well. So we just got to get better. So we tightened some things up yesterday. We did have fun. We laughed a little bit after a win. We kind of give them a little breather. They get to pick some drills, but then we're going to be hard at it today, watching some film and then getting at it in the gym. So we're excited.
We'll talk about this run, Cambria Heights win that cemented you guys here in the District 6 tournament. We got to step aside and talk about the biggest storyline, and that was Ava notching Indiana County's all-time scoring leader, passing Mindy Young. What's it been like from your point of view to watch her grow from her first game in her freshman year up to this point?
Well, I think, watching her as a freshman, and I got to watch her since she was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. She played for Santa's AAU and then for my ESP AAU team. So I've been blessed to watch her as she's growing up. I had somebody hit me up, I think it was one of the Caruso boys hit me up and said he was coaching against her when they were little one time. And I think Blairsville had 43 points and Ava had like 38 in like 3rd grade. So he was like, we kind of knew it was coming. But no, she's a blessing to have. Great leader. Even her freshman year, I think she took a back seat a little bit because we had Belle and Jules who wasn't afraid to voice their opinion. And, they led by example and working hard and stuff like that. But she kind of took a back seat and was like the backup captain. And then the next year we had, Abby and Hannah. They kind of pushed Ava to the front because they understood how good a player she was. So they invited her to kind of be part of that captainship that they had. So, that was fantastic. But, I mean, her game has grown. She never quits working on it. I think defensively she had to get better. Obviously, going to the right hand, that would be like us trying to go left or me trying to go left all the time. Needed work, but she continually works on it. Doug stays after practice, works all the time with her, So it's just continually working to get better, and I've seen her grow, obviously in size and just in mental capacity of the game. I think she does stuff that's, almost too advanced sometimes, like some of the Euro steps, and they call it for traveling, and you go back and watch it. It's not, nothing against some of the older refs, but they just are used to see the Euro step, and it's like, yeah, that's a Euro step. That's not a travel. But her putting that in there, shooting threes, she's very consistent there. I think seeing the diagonals is one I always kind of judge a point guard by. Can you always see those diagonals that are open? She's got a lot better at seeing those, so she'll hit those diagonals. And just unselfish, like we said the other night. She was stuck on 25, missed probably 2 or 3 shots there, and usually someone will go, okay, pressure button, I'm going to keep shooting 9 more times in a row till I make it. She dished out, I think, 2 or 3 assists to people that were wide open instead of forcing a shot. That just tells you what kind of person she is. So fantastic. I don't know if you'll see the likes of that again. She's obviously top scorer ever, and it's just fun to be able to coach her. Me and Doug and Michaela are just blessed to be able to do that.
Well, the fun part is we'll be able to see that at least for a couple more games as she rounds out her senior year, including tonight, the District 6 championship. You go up against the Central Cambria Red Devils. It's a battle between the top 2 seeds in AAA. You've been able to watch them on film. You got some help from Jason Malosier in terms of prep. What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, so they're 5 girls. They play as a team really well. They have one big that kind of hits the boards, but she can also shoot outside. They like to throw that 2-2-1 press in there a lot. Last year when we played them in the consolation game, they threw that double at Ava, kind of stole it off Nick Moore, and then Jason kind of took that over as well. So we're ready for that, and they shoot threes. They're going to gun threes, so we know that. We're going to prep for that, make sure we work on closing out, getting out there. Not worried about them attacking the hoop off the dribble, especially a couple of the guards. They just want to shoot threes, so we've got to make sure we get out on them. Well coached. She always does a good job. She had a great team a few years ago, and they made a deep run, not only in districts, but also, in states. So she knows what she's doing. Pleasure to coach against them when it's a tough game. And we need these, to prep us for states. We feel like we got 6 more games, so we got to get ready each and every game and be better. So, yeah, I'll hit up Jason. I already hit him up. I hit up Nick Moore. I'll hit up Paul Pooley. I don't really care. I'll take any information I can get to make us better, make me better. So, yeah, I already reached out, texting Jason on the way here during red lights. So I wasn't texting driving, but we hit him up a couple times, and he gave me some feedback, sending me some film, and I'm helping him with McCourt as well.
Well, with that being said, what are some keys to victory here tonight?
Well, again, like I said, we don't want to just win because, we made less mistakes than somebody. We really want to play well. I think Pyle's getting a little healthier with her thumb. I think, jamming it a couple times the other night kind of set her back a little bit during that game, and then she was thinking about it. She'll be ready. She shot really well yesterday, handled the ball really well, so I think she'll be back. Marin is just controlling the ball, controlling emotions. Sometimes I get a little hard on, her and Pyle. Sometimes I expect, a little more, so I got to keep myself in control. But she does all the little things, going and getting those rebounds and putbacks when you don't think about it, getting loose balls. She's going to continue to do that. We need Morgan to hit the boards like Morgan can. She had 15, 17 rebound games. She has to do that. She has to be able to finish. We think she's got a mismatch on speed. We'll take advantage of that. And then we got to keep Lemani on the floor, and maybe that's on me a little bit. When she gets 2 fouls, she's always okay. And I try to trust her, and then she got a third one there the other night. To us, we think she's the second best player on the floor, out of the 10 girls. She's that good. I think sometimes Ava shines and you don't see how good Lemania can be, but she's fantastic. I love having her. She controls the offense, and she's been shooting. As soon as she puts up a 3 now, I'm betting it's going in early in the season. I didn't have that confidence, but she's shooting with confidence. And then we just have the Ava button. You know, like I said the other night, we weren't doing as well, so we kind of had to hit the Ava button a couple times there. But if Ava's Ava, even if they double her, we prepare for that. And that's the blessing of having her. It's fantastic. We'd never trade that. Doug even said yesterday, it just kind of stinks because we got to prepare almost more than other people because we got to prepare for doubles, triples, triangle and twos, box and ones, and all that stuff. So we have done that. We've prepared for it all year, so we'll just add that into practice tonight. If Ava's Ava and Alicia's Alicia and the other girls come around, then we got Maddie Twincheck, who's been playing fantastic for us off the bench. We think we're 8 deep. We can get at least some time in K. Cole, so we'll use that to our advantage as well. But it's just being under control and playing our game. We want to run. We want to put up 70 points. And then, defense, we got to get a couple stops. But if we score 70 in a girls' game, it's tough to get beat when you put up 70.
Well, Coach, you got the whole Heritage Conference in Indiana County behind you tonight. Good luck, and thanks for the time. And we'll hope to catch up after a River Valley District 6 championship win.
Oh, I hope so. We'd love to hang another banner. Like we said, girls are excited. So we'll do our best, Jake. We appreciate your time. God bless everybody.
That's Coach Rick Brown of the River Valley Panthers. More of our pregame show next from Mount Aloysius College on Renda Digital TV.
If you want to treat your taste buds to the best homemade Italian food, bring them to Rinaldi's Pizza Barn. Every Saturday is a different early bird special with dinner salad and garlic toast included, all for only $8.95. Their homemade Italian wedding soup is available for takeout. Enjoy one of Captain Kenny's desserts, always made fresh. Warm yourself up at the fireplace and enjoy the best homemade Italian food. Find all the yummy details on their Facebook page, Rinaldi's Pizza Barn.
With the start of each new year also comes tax season. As a taxpayer, you want to make sure you're getting all the credits and deductions you deserve. H&R Block Tax Professionals in Salzburg have the most up-to-date tax knowledge and will work closely with you to review any changes to your life or tax code that could impact your taxes. Rest assured that your tax professional will leave no stone unturned to make sure you get all you have coming. Stop in to schedule an appointment at the H&R Block office in Salzburg at their new location, 233 Washington Street next to the pharmacy.
This is a business you need to know more about, especially if you're planning a company meeting, wedding reception, nighttime social, or weekend fishing. Introducing Brownie's Mill and Brownie's Mill Trout Club. Brownie's Mill is a place to rent a room, host a wedding, fish for the weekend, or just get away for rest and relaxation in a beautiful, spacious 4-floor building in a rustic setting. This is Brownie's Mill and Brownie's Mill Trout Club in Woodbury, PA. Learn more at browniesmill.com.
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
Savor the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
Back with you at Mount Aloysius College alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik back with you in the booth. Glad to have you on board for tonight as we crown a District 6 Girls AAA champion. It's going to be River Valley or Central Cambria. Obviously, a lot of things need to go both teams' way for this to come out in their favor. Coach, what do you got for us for keys to the game?
For Central Cambria, Jake, it seems so simple, but yet no one's been able to do it. Make River Valley feel like they're in a game. Try to be in it at halftime. Try to turn their confidence into doubt. Make their passes a little unsure of themselves. So that's big for them. Secondly, don't try trading buckets with River Valley. Control the tempo of the game, run your offense, play your style, don't play River Valley style. When you have the ball, value it, come down, good possession, go back and play defense. For River Valley, you've been perfect for 26 consecutive games. Don't change anything. Play hard, play fast, play your style. Keep it simple. But don't overlook the Red Devils. They play in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. They play a little bit better competition. and they dominated the two teams that get here just as bad as River Valley did. So they're a good basketball team. For for both teams, don't let this championship moment overwhelm you, right? I've been in this scenario. Your emotions can get high. There's so much anticipation. Breathe, relax. You don't want to expend your legs in the first quarter because you're so amped up.
Both teams obviously punching their ticket to the state tournament. That'll begin next Friday, but they got to crown a district champion here tonight. One of the things that you mentioned for River Valley is not changing a thing, and Coach Rick Brown has done that all week long, continuing their hour-and-a-half practices, and I was talking with him, and that seems like concentration has sort of stepped up a little bit ever since they went to an hour-and-a-half practice this year compared to the normal 2 hours they used to do. Maybe that'll be a factor in tonight. They keep the routine the same, and then it'll play out on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you've won 26 in a row, I don't, like I said, you don't change anything, Jake. So if it's an hour-and-a-half practice, a 45-minute practice, do what you've done all year long and just keep rolling along as the season goes.
One thing I'm noticing, smiles on the faces of both teams. Obviously a little loose here tonight, which is what you like to see. And we're expected to be treated to a really good basketball game. Want to let you know the playoffs are here, and the team at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is behind the River Valley Panthers and all of our hometown heroes. So when the game gets tough, don't sit on the sidelines. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for illnesses and minor injuries. Located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, they are your full-service outpatient facility. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, starting lineups and tip-off for this District 6 AAA Girls Championship game between River Valley and Central Cambria. And it's all here on Renda Digital TV.
You need to be insured against loss. With so many companies, whom do you choose? Someone you know and trust, someone who will sit down with you to discuss your particular needs. That someone is Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency. Mark represents Erie Insurance, a company highly esteemed in the insurance industry. When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? Call Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency, 2 locations, Salzburg and Blairsville.
East Market Family Dentistry, with offices in Indiana and Blairsville, is a proud supporter of high school athletics and congratulates all teams in making the playoffs. Dr. Adam Heiberger and his team are committed to providing modern dentistry with a caring, compassionate, and gentle touch. At East Market Family Dentistry, your family's oral health is their top priority and take pride in delivering the highest quality care in a comfortable environment. For an appointment, call East Market Family Dental in Indiana or Blairsville. Learn more at emfamilydental.com. Their family taking care of yours.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Debner's Pools, Spas, Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debner's offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debner's take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debner's today.
With the start of
Back with you on Renda Digital TV, District 6 Girls AAA Championship time between River Valley and Central Cambria. Alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik back with you in the broadcast booth. Our coverage tonight is all made possible thanks to our presenting sponsors, Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and by Debner's Pools and Spas. It's time for tonight's starting lineups, and we'll hand it over to Coach Rick Spallone.
All right, for Central Cambria, number 2, Elena Sheehan. Number 4, Abigail Sheehan. Number 11, Elena Long. Number 12, Kira Link. And number 33, Aubrey Ruddick. For River Valley, Number 25, you're not seeing it wrong on your TV. It would be Morgan Cole, who usually wears number 3. Number 4, Ava Perchetti. Number 5, Marin Dunlap. Number 21, Alicia Lamania. And number 23, Kennedy Kittner.
Those are tonight's starting lineups. River Valley decked out in their white uniforms with blue lettering, black trim. The Red Devils dressed all in black. Tribute to Johnny Cash, perhaps, with red lettering and white trim. Coach, I was talking with Coach Rick Brown before the game. One of the things that he mentioned was it might be as simple as give the ball to Ava, let her do her work, but when you go up against teams like Central Cambria, led by Brittany Sedlock-Bracken, who has been around the helm of the program several times, has run into River Valley a lot. Coach Brown said one of the things that he's anticipating are a lot of junk defenses against Ava, and really that's the key to containing her.
Yeah, you're going to have to throw something at her. You know, every team has tried to do some form or fashion of a box and one, or doubling her when she has the ball, some different things. So I don't think that there's anything that Central Cambria can throw at River Valley that Coach Brown, the team, and Ava hasn't seen. It's just a matter if they can shut her down. No one's been able to do it yet. And when I say shut her down, you're not going to hold her to 10 points. You know, if you can 15 to 17, I know that seems like a lot, but when she can go off for 43, you know, you pick your poison, and if that's what it's going to be, then that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, you look back at that game where Ava Perchetti broke the Indiana County all-time scoring record. She still finished that game with 34 points, and or 32, excuse me. So you can tell that she's really the workhorse of this team, but another one, and might be a key contributor here tonight, she needs to step up. Morgan Cole, she had 10 rebounds against Cambria Heights in the semifinal round, only 6 points, but when you can do the work on the boards, things happen in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, 10 rebounds, you know, and especially if, say, half of them were, you know, defensive rebounds, that's points the other team's not scoring because you're controlling the boards that way. She's had a really good year. Hopefully that carries over tonight for her in River Valley. And another key would be Marin Dunlap. You know, she's had a really good year this year. So collectively, you know, it's a really good 5, but Central Cambria is going to put their best 5 out there too. And like I said earlier, they want this game just as much as River Valley does.
Going back to the lineup for River Valley, Kennedy Kittner back at full strength, was about 90% against Cambria Heights, missed the game against West Shamokin with a thumb injury. Coach said she was taking her shots throughout the week, even staying after practice, trying to hit those threes that she's so accustomed to doing. It looks like she's been fine. He even mentioned that, I believe if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, she made 21 of 30 attempts from beyond the arc in practice.
I believe it.
But hey, it's different. This is a championship setting. There's going to be a defense in front of you. It's not an open court. But one of the things here, it's a little different than the KCAC from which River Valley is seen. The end zone's not as open. Obviously, the ceiling a little bit higher, but more than less, it's a little bit more accustomed to a high school setting. You know, a beautiful complex nonetheless, but a little bit more for high school teams, you know, compared to the KCAC.
Oh, without a doubt, Jake. Without a doubt, especially, you know, like you said, the backdrop. Now, the floor obviously will be the same size as KCAC was. It's still a collegiate floor, which might affect River Valley just a little bit because they do want to press, I think, a little bit more than Central Cambria does. But again, you know, the game's going to dictate that.
Tonight's opening tip won by the Panthers. Perchetti winning it over Kira Link, and we are underway here tonight at Mount Aloysius College. Official tip-off time, 6:01. Lamania driving the paint, goes up off the glass, no good. Her putback doesn't fall. She gets another rebound. Fires to Kittner in the left corner, finding Ava up top. Panthers will regroup. Already we're seeing a double-team action. Marin Dunlap taking the pass, now to Morgan Cole. Kennedy Kittner all by herself on an island in that left corner, trying to work it over to her. Dunlap picks it up, fires right wing for Alicia Lamania.
It looks like Central Cambria is just coming out in a traditional man-to-man defense. Nothing special, no junk defenses yet.
Lamania up top, nice behind-the-back dribble, tries driving left, nothing there. Defense converges. Lamania, no opening, dishes up top to Ava. Driving right, dribbles between 3 defenders, puts up a floater, and it's good. 2-0 River Valley to start us off here in the first 45 seconds.
It's good patience by River Valley. Took almost a minute off the clock and got the look that they wanted.
Now here come the Red Devils of Central Cambria, endured a small 10 or 15-minute drive from Evansburg, factoring in traffic. Up top with it, Abigail Sheehan. Abby and her sister Elena out on the floor as well. She has it, dishes inside the paint, shot up and no good. Tipped, recovered by the Red Devils. Shot taken by Aubrey Ruddick. They're going to work it right side. Sheehan thought about a 3, will instead bounce it back out at the 6:35 mark. Stops, ball's tipped into the backcourt by Lamania. Foot race, won by Sheehan. And Lamania playing some tight coverage in the backcourt.
I love Alicia's game, Jake, especially defensively. She's kind of taken that role that Kennedy Kittner's older sister had last year. Defensively, offensively, she's a spark plug.
Driving inside, Elena Long puts it up. Shot doesn't fall. Off one of the players. It'll go out on Central Cambria. And River Valley takes possession at 6-11, up 2-0. Mania walks it across. Probably not going to see Perchetti bring the ball across that much unless the score gets a little open. She's going to try to get open from beyond the arc as much as she can. Dribbles left, dishes right. Free ball coming by Lemania on its way. It's going to be short. Kennedy Kittner's on the rebound. Can't make the second shot. Red Devils get the rebound, and they bring it up with Ruddick. Fires up court. And then a nice layup made by Kira Link.
I'm not saying Alicia didn't realize where she's out on the floor, but with these three lines, with it being a college floor, that was almost an NBA three. She probably could have took another step or two in. Maybe it's just something Coach Brown can get.
Left side, Marin Dunlap pops a three, too far to the right. Cole fights for the rebound along with Long. Held ball, and it's going to go with Central Cambria at 5:29 in a tie ball game.
And those are sometimes the disadvantages of playing on a college floor. Again, you have 3 3-point lines. The spacing's a little bit different.
Central Cambria a chance to get the upper hand early on. Link takes it right side, back up top. Ruddick handles it. Ball's tipped by Kittner, excuse me. Red Devils regroup with Elena Sheehan, 5-11 in the first quarter. Sheehan dribbles left, cut off by Marin Dunlap, looks inside, turnover, and then another turnover as bodies hit the floor. Turnover for turnover. They're going to work it right. Long, down low, wide open is Link, up and in.
Good hustle by both teams, Jake. You got girls diving on the floor. We're only 4 minutes into this game. Both teams really, really want this tonight.
Perchetti greeted at half court by a pair of Red Devils. She's going to dribble. Left side. Lane opens for a moment. Goes up hard from the left. It's up, and we're tied at 4. Red Devils not wasting any time. Sheehan on the right wing. Pulls up. 3 ball on the way, and it is overshot. Cole comes down with the rebound, quickly fires it to Perchetti, guns it up court for Lemania, catches it, drives right, goes up, shot, blocked.
Out of bounds.
And then, Ruddick came down right on the baseline. And the Panthers will get a redo. Tie game 4-4, 4:23 to go in the opening quarter. You're at Mount Aloysius College. Glad to have you on board for tonight. Marin Dunlap along the baseline, inbounds to Lemania, almost gets away from her. Dishes to Cole, dribbles inside, looks in the center of the key. Dunlap puts up a floater, doesn't fall. And it is rebounded by the Red Devils and Elena Long, who brings it forecourt. Has an open lane down the center. Feed up top, knocked out by Kennedy Kittner. Red Devils maintain possession at 4:07.
I think both teams got to slow down just a little bit, Jake. I think they're playing with pace, but I think the emotions of it, like I said, in the keys of the game, I think both teams just got to settle down just a little bit, take care of the ball.
Sheehan looks to her sister Abigail, drives left, pulls up from the center of the key, doesn't fall. Lemania with the rebound. Pushing it forecourt, slows up, as the defense is there to greet her at the arc. Lemania has the lane open, goes up, and she's tripped. Ruddick's going to get tagged with the foul, and the Lemania will go to the line, and she is hurt. Good sign. She's able to pop up, favoring that right leg, though, so she'll have to come out. At least for a little bit. She's putting pressure on it, which is a good thing. And she, or somebody in her place, will shoot when we return. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. 4-4 on an IRMC High School playoff night. Renda Digital TV.
Each new year also comes tax season. As a taxpayer, you want to make sure you're getting all the credits and deductions you deserve. H&R Block Tax Professionals in Salzburg have the most up-to-date tax knowledge and will work closely with you to review any changes to your life or tax code that could impact your taxes. Rest assured that your tax professional will leave no stone unturned to make sure you get all you have coming. Stop in to schedule an appointment at the H&R Block office in Salzburg at their new location, 233 Washington Street next to the pharmacy.
This is a business you need to know more about, especially if you're planning a company meeting, wedding reception, nighttime social, or weekend fishing. Introducing Brownie's Mill and Brownie's Mill Trout Club. Brownie's Mill is a place to rent a room, host a wedding, fish for the weekend, or just get away for rest and relaxation in a beautiful, spacious 4-floor building in a rustic setting. This is Brownie's Mill and Brownie's Mill Trout Club in Woodbury, PA. Learn more at browniesmill.com.
4-4 our score between River Valley and Central Cambria. 3:49 to go here in the first quarter of play from Mount Aloysius College. 4 points each for Ava Perschetti and Kira Link, leading their respective teams. Stats powered by Buckler, McKinney, and Nedzadi. Since 1951, full-service tax preparation service for personal and business, serving southwestern PA with 2 locations, Monroeville and 11 West Market Street in Blairsville. Good sign for Alicia Lamania, who hit the deck before the break. She's out there to shoot a pair of free throws. Foul charge to Aubrey Ruddick. First of 2 up, no good. Second one up, but that one falls through. 5-4 River Valley with a slight lead. Red Devils quickly pushing it up court with Elena Sheehan.
If I'm Central Cambria, I'm going to probably get the ball to whoever Alicia is guarding, and I'm going to see if she can move laterally.
Yep, smelling blood in the water with that slight bump to the knee. They work at Sheehan up top, circles the perimeter, dishes it left for Elena Long. Right side for Katie George, a sophomore who checked in off the bench during the break. Dishes left, 3 ball on the way by Sheehan. On its way, it is too hard off the back iron. Loose basketball. That's corralled by Link. She goes up for the putback. It's good. Hoop and a harm. She'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
Those are definitely things that Coach Brown doesn't want to see. You know, you play really good perimeter defense. You give up an offensive rebound and an and one. You know, those are things you can control those. You know, sometimes you can't control all the other things, but you can control your effort and how hard you play and how well you box out.
Marin Dunlap tagged with a foul. The free throw attempt doesn't fall. Kennedy Kittner with the rebound, and Ava will bring it across at 3:13. 6-5, Central Cambria with a lead over River Valley here in the opening quarter. Lamania dishes up top. Perschetti. Lane clears for the moment. Tries dishing along the baseline to Dunlap off the glass. Shot doesn't fall. Put back. She draws the foul.
And in the same breath with Coach Brown, Coach Sedlaw, I'm sure, they just gave up an offensive rebound and an and one attempt for Marin Dunlap.
Foul is on Elena Long, her first of the game, second for Central Cambria, and Dunlap a chance to tie and maybe take the lead for River Valley with 2 made free throws. First one on the way is good. Dunlap looking to put the Panthers ahead, and she does. 2 made free throws. 7-5 or 7-6. River Valley with the lead over Central Cambria. Long brings it forecourt, met by Ava Perschetti. Tries dribbling around her, gets a bounce pass off to the left for Abigail Sheehan. Drives left, crease opens up, puts it up high off the glass. It's no good. And then Sheehan on the baseline. Turnover number 2 by the Red Devils. 7-6. River Valley with the lead at 2:44 in the first quarter. If you're a Central Cambria supporter tuning into Renda Digital TV for the first time, a little context for River Valley: runs about 6 to maybe 8 deep, depending on the scenario.
Legal screen.
Yep. Turnover number 2 by the Panthers, and that'll be on Morgan Cole. That'll be your first, and now Ava Berra.
I've said this a couple times through the year, Jake. Sometimes when you're setting a screen, the person you're setting a screen for has to come to you, and you got to rub shoulders. I think it's sometimes more on the person that's getting the screen than necessarily the screener herself.
Sheehan drives right lane as it opened up. A little floater, it's good. Sheehan on the board for the first time tonight. 8-7, Red Devils with the lead at 2:16 here in the first quarter. Lamania full court. Skip pass over to Perschetti. Cut off in traffic. Step back 3 from the left wing. It's too short. Cole had a hand on it, and then a tie up underneath. It'll stay with the Panthers at 2:05.
I said Coach Brown got something special here. I said it the other night. He runs some really good inbounds plays, especially when they're taking a ball underneath their hoop. Here comes triple. They run this a couple times.
Dunlap's wide open. They fire it to her. Thought about a 3. Defense collapses, drives, dishes left. Kennedy Kittner open for a 3, and it is no good. Cole on the rebound, and then fouled. I don't know if she went up for a shot.
Nope, on the floor.
Yep, floor foul.
Both teams are offensive rebounding has been key, I think, for both teams. They're crashing the boards hard, and they're getting second chance opportunities.
Elena Long tagged with her second foul. And Abigail Sheehan quickly returning to the floor for the Red Devils. Perschetti will take it out Finds Cole quickly up top to Lemania. Swing pass right. They're going to work it right corner for Kittner. Thought about a 3. Step off. Long 2 on the way, and she drains it.
That's big for her, Jake. She's been struggling just a little bit shooting the ball over the past couple of weeks. Just for her to see one go in early.
Barra with a 3 for the Red Devils. Air ball might have been tipped. Perchetti with it. And they're going to say it bounced off the baseline. Turnover number 3 by River Valley. And now the Red Devils a chance to reclaim the lead. It's been a shootout thus far as we have 1:39 left to go here in the first quarter. Now a stoppage on the floor.
I don't know. I think they're making sure that Kennedy's shot was a 2, not a 3.
Either that or they were confirming that it wasn't a foul and instead it was out of bounds. Either way, Red Devils inbound it to Barra. Swing pass right. Sheehan with a 3 on its way. No good. Too short. And Cole rips down the rebound. Quickly finds Perchetti. Numbers against the Panthers as Perchetti takes it end to end. Goes up between 2 defenders, and she's fouled on the way up. And the Red Devils hearing it from the Panthers student section. Ava Barra tagged with her first foul. Perchetti puts the first of 2 up. No good. A rare miss by Perchetti. Puts up the second. And that one's good. 10-8. Panthers with 1.5 to go here in the first quarter. Red Devils bring it up. Sheehan dishes right to her sister. Elena to Abigail. Screen set up top by George. Abigail's going to drive right. Shot misses. Rebounded. And the shot by Link is no good. Work it out. 3 ball on the way by George. Had a lot of time to set up for it, and she drains it.
She's a shooter, Jake. You know, even going back to last year when they played in a consolation game, I think she hit 3 or 4 threes. Hit one there. But again, that shot came off of offensive rebounding. Both teams got to clean up our defensive rebounding.
Lemania pulls up from the top of the key off the square. No good. Rebounded by Elena Sheehan. Brings it up for the Red Devils with an 11-10 lead and 43 seconds to go. Barra takes a head-on 3 for the Red Devils. Airballs it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball with 39 seconds left. And Maddie Twincheck onto the floor for the first time tonight for River Valley. What a season she's been having. She is in her freshman year, has been a big contributor off the bench for River Valley. Got a start against West Shamokin. Did really well in that role.
And that helps River Valley and just makes them a little bit deeper, getting some better rotations, keep people fresh. And then back to the lines, Jake. I think Central Cambria did the same thing. They shot a 3 from way deep.
Looks down low for Cole, and she's hacked underneath by Barra.
That should be 5. She should be shooting 2. Yeah, I think both teams are just, like I said, I'm not saying you got to look down and see where you're at, but both teams are taking some really deep threes that I don't think they take if they're playing on a normal high school floor.
So Morgan Cole will go to the line to shoot 2. 1 could tie it. Fouls on Barra. That's her second of the game. 5th for the Red Devils, only 2 for the Panthers. And the first of 2 on the way by Cole is good.
And something you don't see very often anymore is a team shooting the double bonus. You know, with the change with the fouls and how they do it, you very rarely get to see that in a basketball game anymore.
Cole puts up the second for the lead. It's good. 2 made free throws by Morgan Cole, and the River Valley Panthers hold a 12-11 lead over the Central Cambria Red Devils with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Elena Sheehan up top. Sister Abigail trailing behind her. Dribbles between 2 defenders. Dishes to the low post, and now up off the glass is George and in. 7 seconds.
Sorry, Jake. Just looking at Coach Brown's reactions, I don't think he's very happy with the way they're playing their on-ball defense right now.
Cole with 1 second left. Shot doesn't fall, and we've played the first quarter here for Mount Aloysius College, and the Central Cambria Red Devils hold a 13-12 lead over the River Valley Panthers on an IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
$12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Savor the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
Jake Slobodnik, Rick Spallone back with you in the broadcast booth at Mount Aloysius College in this AAA District 6 championship game. The Central Cambria Red Devils had a 13-12 lead over the River Valley Panthers. Playoffs are here, and the team at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is behind the River Valley Panthers and all of our hometown heroes. So when the game gets tough, don't sit on the sidelines. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge Urgent Care open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for illnesses and minor injuries. Off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. Red Devils with the basketball and the lead to start off the second. Work it right side for Kira Link. Passes down to the right corner. Work it out to Abigail Sheehan. Trapped inside, then an offensive foul. Turnover number 3 by the Red Devils. First quarter run by Kira Link and Katie George. 6 points for Link, 5 for George. Leading River Valley that first quarter, Ava Perchetti with 5. Stats tonight powered by Buckler, McKenney, and Nazati. Since 1959, full-service tax preparation service for personal and business, serving southwestern PA with 2 locations, Monroeville and 11 West Market Street in Blairsville. Panthers with the basketball down 1. Cole drives, dishes right corner. Kennedy Kittner thought about a 3, puts up a running floater. Shot doesn't fall. Lemania out-rebounded by Abigail Sheehan. They're going to flip the court. Pushes it up to Katie George. A quick handoff to Elena Sheehan. They regroup. Chance for some possible insurance. Working it right corner for Abigail Sheehan. Brings it around. Looks inside. Floating pass down low. Won by Link off the glass and in.
That was a better possession by Central Cambria. That first one come out of the half, it just seemed like it was a little bit of a cluster right from the start, but they got a little bit of a size advantage on there, and that was a nice, a high-low action they ran there to get that layup.
Talking about size advantage, I don't think River Valley has been on the short end of that this season, no pun intended. Work it up top to Lemania, drives, puts up a floater, and it is no good. Rebounded initially won by Central Cambria, and George is going to draw the reach and foul on River Valley.
Tell you what, for only being a sophomore, Jake, she in this kind of atmosphere, anytime she has the ball, it just seems like something good's happened.
Timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll take one with them. 6:43 to go in the first half. 15-12. Central Cambria over River Valley on Renda Digital TV.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Our coverage on Renda Digital TV tonight, co-presented by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and Debner's Pools and Spas. Alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik back with you at Mount Aloysius College. Central Cambria 15, River Valley 12 with 6:43 to go here in the first half. Red Devils with possession. Foul before the break, charge to Morgan Cole. That's her second of the game. Only Panther in any sort of trouble. Alicia Elmania has her ankles broken up top by Elena Sheehan. Pass to George, looks inside. Back to Sheehan, pops a 3 from the left wing on its way and good.
That was a deep one, Jake. Holy cow, that was almost in River Valley's bench. Nice shot.
Central Cambria's bench pumped up after that. They lead at 18-12. Panthers outscored 5-0 here in the first minute and 50. On the opposite end, Central Cambria was out of bounds as they tried carrying it off of Ava's ankles. Maddie Twinchak back out on the floor for Kennedy Kittner. And when you're at a size disadvantage like River Valley is, you need to trade height for skill here.
Little bit of grit, little sandpaper. They're getting beat up a little bit on the boards.
Long pass down low. Dunlap catches it. Wide open lane, puts it up. Shot too short. Marin comes down with a rebound. Dishes Lemania. Defense converges. She brings it around town. Lane clears. Dishes looking for Cole. Nothing there. Lemania gets the hop. Drives to Dunlap. Back to Cole. Puts up a mid-ranger. No good. Sheehan with the rebound. Finds her sister, Elena, up court. Looks inside. They bring it back up top. Long three by Sheehan, looking for number 2, doesn't fall. George right there for the rebound, and her putback falls.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, Jake, but it's offensive glass. Yeah, it's just been a bugaboo for River Valley, so far through this first half.
Lamania brings it up, taking the pass from Perchetti at 5'16". Tries for the handoff. They got her cornered. She's able to get out of it, drives. Ava pulls up, contested shot falls. That breaks a scoring drought for River Valley, but they still got a hole to dig out of. They trail 20-14.
Get back.
Oh, and then Link on a wide open layup, misses it. Dunlap with the rebound. If you're River Valley, you're thinking whatever entity is up there that you believe in. Ava swings it left to Dunlap, fires to the foul line for Cole, drives between 2 defenders, loses the ball, picked up by Central Cambria. 4th River Valley turnover this game thus far, 4:40 to go in the first half, 20-14. Red Devils with the lead and the basketball. Abigail Sheehan finds a crease on the right, goes up, shot high off the glass, but no good. George with the rebound, and the putback doesn't fall. Twin check with a rebound. It's stolen right out of her hands, and a held ball. And River Valley will get possession at 4:25.
I was listening to the game last night, and I think Ward might have said it. That jump ball sometimes is just a little bit too quick. I know they don't want stray elbows and any kind of physical, but I think you just got to let them play through that just a little bit longer sometimes.
Panthers with the ball, 4:20, trailing 20-14 to the Central Cambria Red Devils. Dunlap fires it right for Perchetti. Dunlap was trailing inside, nothing there. Ava's trying to dribble out of danger. Pulls up, 3-ball on the way. Shot, no good. Twin check fighting for the rebound. Wins it over George. Goes up off the glass. Shot doesn't fall. Red Devils flip the court again. Here comes Sheehan looking left for her sister Elena. Dishes it up top. Link drives, loses the basketball. Somehow finds Abby Sheehan. Twin check pokes it free. And a tie-up. And we'll stay with the Red Devils at 3:49. Timeout on the floor, 2014 Central Cambria over River Valley. It's an IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
Pools Spas Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debners offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debners take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debners today.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
River Valley finds themselves in a bit of a divot. 20-14, they trail Central Cambria in District 6 AAA championship game. Red Devils have the basketball, looking to extend their lead. Packed house here tonight. Both River Valley and Central Cambria supporters making the drive out here. Although for Central Cambria, it's quite easy. Hop on 422 and you drive out to Crescent. Red Devils inbounds and off the glass shot misses by the Red Devils. Perchetti gets it, looking up court. She's just going to dribble it herself across the timeline. Pulls up 3-ball from the right wing, on its way and good.
I think you're going to see a lot of that. She's going to probably take over a little bit, will her team back into this ball game.
20-17, Red Devils out in front by 3. Mar up top, stolen away by Ava. She's got open real estate, goes up hard from the left, and it is good. Panthers within 1. That was the 4th Red Devil turnover. Elena Sheehan driving that right lane, dishes off to Long. Quickly finding Abby Sheehan, puts up a floater, shot doesn't fall, and Ava able to come down with it. Looking up, wide open is Lamania from the left, shot too hard off the glass. Goes up, shot, doesn't fall. And now somehow Marin Dunlap comes away with it, looks to the right elbow for Lamania. Red Devils bench might have thought there was a carry, and they might have a case. Lamania with it, trying to give River Valley the lead. They had most of the first quarter, albeit a slim one. Perchetti dishes left for Lemania, fakes, drives the baseline, dishes to Twincheck, steps in, shot, no good, but there's a foul. I like the footwork there from Twincheck. You don't normally see that out of a freshman, but she just played smart basketball.
Yep. That's kind of what Coach Brown's always said about Maddie is if the game can just slow down a little bit for her, she'll be a big piece of this team. And I think as that season has gone along, the game has slowed down for her, and this is what you're getting.
Twincheck nails the first of two to tie it at 20. Kira Link returning to the floor for the Red Devils. Katie George will have a seat. Foul was on Aubrey Rudick, her second of the game. 3 Red Devils, each with 2 fouls. And Twincheck looking to give the Panthers back the lead. It's up and good. Not wasting any time. Here comes Long up court, finding Link in the baseline, and it's good. Seems like River Valley struggling a bit in transitioning on defense.
Yeah, just finding, just when you're in transition, sometimes it's not necessarily finding the person you're guarding. You just got to get back, stop the ball, and then try to figure it out once you get back into the half court.
Perchetti to the paint, Dunlap off the square and in. Welcome to the scoring column, Marin Dunlap. Welcome back, I should say.
That's again, Jake.
Yep, right back to Link up court. Her shot doesn't fall, though. Cole was able to catch up with it. And one official initially said River Valley ball, and now he says Central Cambria. Now Katie George will return to the floor. Rudick will trot off. And the Red Devils will take it out in front of the River Valley bench. Inbounds to Link, drives, finds George along the baseline. Skill on skill, Perchetti matching up with her. Dish it out to Abigail Sheehan, quickly finding Elena up top. Minute 40 to go in the first half, 23-22. Panthers with the lead. Elena trying to get open for a 3, dishes to her sister on the right. Treble initially hauling it in, but she's able to corral it. They'll regroup. George and Link come up. Pass to George on the pick and roll, goes up. Shot blocked by Ava. Now to fight for the basketball. George goes up. Her shot doesn't fall. Tipped out of bounds by the Red Devils.
But again, Jake, same thing. River Valley had 2 offensive rebounds on their last possession. Central Cambria had 1. Neither team converted. But again, I think both teams got to clean up the boards, especially going into the second half.
Lemania brings it across for the Panthers, who lead 23-22 in the final 70 seconds of this first half. Quick moving basketball game. Perchetti sensing pressure up top, finds Cole, quickly finding inside the paint. Off somebody's foot, no whistle, and the Red Devils with the basketball, looking to capitalize off the 5th River Valley turnover. Looking inside, Long to Link, up. No good. And Link somehow able to overcome everybody for the rebound. And Sheehan finds a crease on the right, goes up, shot blocked, and out of bounds by Lemania at 43 seconds.
Good recovery by Alicia there.
Abigail Sheehan will take it out from the baseline left. Looking inside for George, goes up. Shot doesn't fall. Marin Dunlap overcomes everybody for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Central Cambria. Try this again, this time from the right side. George trying to get open inside. They're able to get it into Link. Goes up, shot. Off the back iron. 4 people try to come down with it. Red Devils win it. Sheehan up top at 30 seconds. Step back, long 3 on the way. It is no good. Too hard off the back iron. Poked free, and then Cole's going to get tagged with a foul on the rebound. And that's trouble for River Valley. That's now Morgan's 3rd of the game.
That is trouble because they're struggling to rebound with her on the floor. So if she's out of the game, she's probably one of their better rebounders. That's definitely trouble.
Sheehan will inbound, finding George in the low post. Tries driving inside, matched up with Perchetti. Goes up, shot. Good, off the square.
Tough move for a sophomore.
She's one of the good ones around here, though. Lemania takes it up top, swing pass left to Dunlap, who loses control of the basketball and lets it go out of bounds.
That's what I said, Jake, in the keys to the game. When you're not used to being in a competitive game, sometimes the ball, the passes that you threw with confidence, you start doubting yourself.
5 seconds left. Red Devils with it. Maybe one more shot before the halftime break. With 1 second, shots up. It's no good. And we played a half of basketball here at Mount Aloysius College, and it's as close as we predicted. 24-23 Red Devils out in front of the River Valley Panthers. Our halftime report is next. Coach and I will give our thoughts on the first half, give you a look at numbers as well. All that and more on the way with our coverage presented by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and by Debner's Pools and Spas. It's the District 6 AAA Girls Championship and an IRMC High School Playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Kittanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com. What's most important to you when looking for an insurance agent? Reputation, honesty, proven track record, competitive rates, someone who will be there for you when you need them most? That someone is Mike Davis Insurance Agency in Blairsville. The Mike Davis Insurance Agency has stood the test of time, over 60 years of quality service. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, or for a comprehensive insurance review, contact Mike or Andrew, 329 North Walnut Street, Blairsville.
We're at halftime here at Mount Aloysius College, and the River Valley Panthers trail the Central Cambria Red Devils 24-23 here in this District 6 Girls AAA basketball matchup. Alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik back with you. And, Coach, I think the biggest storyline of that first half, rebounding offensively and defensively. There were times both teams excelled, other times they struggled.
Yep, and it just seems like Central Cambria is converting more of their offensive rebound opportunities into points, where River Valley is getting the opportunities, but they're just not converting at the same rate Central Cambria is. But for both teams is Central Cambria has to remember there's a whole nother half to this game, right?
Yep.
You won the first half. It's good, right? Take that momentum, but you got to know River Valley is going to come out firing. You know, I don't think we've seen their best yet. I don't think we've seen Central Cambria's best either. But if you're River Valley, same breath, there's still another half, right? This game's not over. Got a long way to go, but yeah, both teams definitely got to clean up the glass a little bit. Looking back,
Both teams finishing with 11 points in that second quarter. And a lot of them, as we take a look at our stats, powered by Buckler, McKinney, and Izzati. Since 1959, full-service tax preparation services for personal and business, serving southwestern PA with 2 locations, Monroeville and 11 West Market Street in Blairsville. Ava Perschetti, a 7-point second quarter with 12 points. She leads all scorers tonight. She's the only Panther in double figures. But if you look at Central Cambria, Kiera Link and Katie George have combined for 19 total points. Link leading the way with 10. And George with 9. You take those two out of the equation. River Valley's out in front by a lot, but they are doing pretty much everything that Coach Sedlock Bracken is asking of them.
Oh, absolutely. We kind of said, control the pace of the game, limit the turnovers. don't feed River Valley's transition. I'd like to see both teams maybe just be a little bit more patient on offense. I think they're rushing some shots. Just settle in. There's no shot clock. I'm not saying you got to wait for the perfect opportunity, but I think both teams could be a little bit more patient and get some better looks. That's all.
We'll take a timeout, come back, give you more numbers, and we'll give you some halftime adjustments as our playoff coverage continues on Renda Digital TV.
That's where Salzburg Shop and Save likes to be. As a small-town community grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save gets to know their customers by name and appreciates their business. Salzburg Shop and Save still offers weekly specials, coupons, gas perks, and prompt customer service. Best wishes to the River Valley Panthers from your hometown grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save.
Save up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
East Market Family Dentistry, with offices in Indiana and Blairsville, is a proud supporter of high school athletics and congratulates all teams in making the playoffs. Dr. Adam Heiberger and his team are committed to providing modern dentistry with a caring, compassionate, and gentle touch. At East Market Family Dentistry, your family's oral health is their top priority and take pride in delivering the highest quality care in a comfortable environment. For an appointment, call East Market Family Dental in Indiana or Blairsville. Learn more at emfamilydental.com. Their family taking care of yours. Savor the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options, including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
River Valley back out there on the floor, just getting some extra work in shooting-wise as we welcome you back to halftime. 24-23 Central Cambria out in front of River Valley. Take a look at some extra numbers brought to you by Buckler, McKinney, and Nazzati. As we said, Ava Perschetti leads the Panthers with 12 points, 4 from Aaron Dunlap, 2 from Addie Twincheck, Morgan Cole, and Kennedy Kittner, and 1 for Alicia Lamania. Free throw shooting, River Valley is 8 of 10 on the day for 80%. Central Cambria 0 for 1. They're led by Kira Link with 10 points, 9 for Katie George. Coach, second half adjustments.
We just really touched on it, Jake. Both teams got to clean up the glass. I'm going to say something a little off the wall here, and it might not make sense, but you look at River Valley, they're 26-0, right? You would think they would be the more experienced team, with Central Cambria being 17-8, but I guarantee you that Central Cambria has more players that have played in these type of close ball games than River Valley has. If you take Ava and Alicia Lamania off the floor, the other 3 girls, all they know are 20-point wins.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to be a factor down the stretch, but it might. You know what I mean? So Central Cambria might have the advantage of just playing some of the games that they've played versus River Valley being in some of the blowouts that they've had, in those 26 games.
We'll take a timeout, come back with the second half of action between Central Cambria and River Valley. It's the District 6 Girls AAA Playoffs on Renda Digital TV.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Debner's Pools, Spas, Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debner's offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debner's take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debner's today.
Getting you set for the third quarter of action. Central Cambria leading River Valley in this District 6 championship game 24-23. Playoffs are here. The team at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is behind the River Valley Panthers and all of our hometown heroes. So when the game gets tough, don't sit on the sidelines. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for illnesses and minor injuries. Located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, they are your full-service outpatient facility. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. Alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik with you in the broadcast booth. Producer tonight, Nathan Miller. Camera operators, John Smathers, Ted Maseko. Ted operating the floor cam. Ready to go. The Panthers will start things off with a 1-point deficit.
See, Coach Brown is rolling the dice, but putting Morgan in there with her 3 fouls.
Hey, pull out all the stops in a championship game. You got to do that. Lemania brings it up for the Panthers. Immediately knocked away as that pass to Ava was telegraphed, and taking it up the floor and through the left side. Doesn't fall. Shot by Elena Long. And River Valley, they're breathing a sigh of relief. Ava takes it, dishes it off to Cole, off the glass and in. Not your conventional way to start the second half, but River Valley will take it. They lead by 1. Underneath, Long, and then a walk underneath. Turnover number 6 for Central Cambria. Both teams with 6 mistakes here thus far.
Definitely not the start you wanted to the half if you're Central Cambria. Wide, missed layup on a fast break. And a travel on your second possession.
Well, really, for either side, River Valley a turnover, not even a couple seconds into the second half. So, I mean, again, it's that different atmosphere, I would say. When you play at a collegiate campus, it's a little different. As you've mentioned several times throughout the night, we see it on the Heritage Conference Championship night, road to the KCAC. Work it out. Dunlap, long 3, on the way, too far. Cole with the rebound. Tried passing instead. She should have just went up and shot that.
Yep, 100%, Jake.
And now taking it, Abigail Sheehan on the opposite end. Looks inside. Finds Rudick up top. Long drives, pulls up, mid-ranger, good.
Nice shot. Good patience, passed up the 3 for a better. That's kind of what I said, pass up an open one, for a better one, and that's exactly what she did there.
Perchetti greeted by 2 defenders to half court, quickly swings it out. The right wing for Lemania. Brings it up, finds Ava. Looks to left corner. Kittner fires a 3, too short. Cole with the rebound, goes up. Second chance bucket, yes, it's good.
And again, Jazz, 2 straight possessions where Morgan Coles had offensive rebounds. She converted that one.
Elena Sheehan with it for the Red Devils, now trailing by 1. Ball's poked free, but Lemania got a little too much of Sheehan up top. That's the first foul for Lemania tonight. Maddie Twincheck returning to the floor for the Panthers. She's in for Lemania. Remember, Alicia got banged up a little bit that first half with a knee. Been fine so far, but this might just be precautionary looking at the long run.
It's like River Valley went to that 2-1-2 that they've been running towards the second half of the season.
Link fires left, Sheehan fakes. Gets Twincheck to bite, but no shot opens up. Working up top for Abigail Sheehan. To her sister Elena on the left. Up top, Rudick, right side, Sheehan able to snag it down. Back up top, inside, Rudick, back to Sheehan. 3 on the way, too short. Gets a rebound as she follows a shot, goes up underneath. Her bucket misses. Dunlap gets the rebound. Perchetti takes it, drives up court. Oh, hit from behind by Cole, and that's going to be a turnover. And wide open, Long goes up from the right side and capitalizes on the breakaway bucket. Correction, that's Kira Link.
That's just unfortunate. I think Morgan just accidentally bumped into Ava that led to that turnover.
Dunlap now will bring it across. Working that right side, dumps it off to Twincheck, drives baseline, back to Dunlap, off the square, no good. Cole with the rebound. Kittner, open 3 from the left, up, no good. Cole fights for the rebound, but it's won by Rudick, and a tie-up. It'll go with Central Cambria. Lemania back out on the floor for Cole.
From Central Cambria, if River Valley stays in his zone, get Katie George in there. The way she can shoot the basketball, she could probably stretch that zone out, maybe open up some driving lanes for everybody else.
Yep. Working it right. Sheehan looks inside. One dribble, spins, dishes inside. Link goes up, shot no good, but she's fouled on the way up. And Ava's going to get tagged with her first foul of the game. And that'll send Link to the line. She's 0 for 1.
That kind of seems like that's Central Cambria's game plan when they get in half court, trying to get that ball inside to Kira.
First one on its way and good. This one to extend the lead to 3. It's up and too short. Right there for the rebound is Pau Kittner. Perchetti, Matt, halfway up, finds Swincheck, Lemania, right wing 3, up, and good!
Big.
That is just the second three-pointer made by the Panthers tonight. Red Devils now trailing by 1. They work it inside, back up top, swing pass left, Sheehan pops a 3, swings out, no good. Perchetti gets the tipped rebound. She'll bring it up. Panthers need to score here to add a little bit of insurance. Twin check inside. Knocked around on the floor. Ball's loose. And picked up by Abigail Sheehan. She'll bring it up. Feeding it up. Link looks left corner. Sheehan 3 on the way. It is up and it is good. River Valley coughing up the ball for the 9th time. Leads to a breakaway bucket. Lemania fires it cross court to Dunlap. Inside the paint for Twin check. Left corner for Kittner. Looking back to Dunlap. Almost swiped away. Marin drives, pulls up from the foul line. Shot misses. Follows her shot, but rebounded by Rudick. And then it's tipped out, and Marin's there to get it. Feed to Lemania to Kittner. Long 2 on the way, and it is out and no good. Feed it up court. Elena Sheehan wide open. Up from the left. No good! Rudick on the rebound, and she's fouled.
I don't want to say it, Jake. I feel like I've said it a gazillion times, but an offensive rebound.
Yep.
Even in transition.
Timeout on the floor, 32-30. Red Devils with the lead. We're back in 60 seconds on Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
Aubrey Rudick to the line to shoot 2 for Central Cambria. The foul on Marin Dunlap, her second of the game. As we're back in the broadcast booth, it's 32-30. Red Devils with the lead. Katie George will check in after this first free throw. First of 2 on the way. Good.
She's checking in for the shooter.
Second up and no good. Cole with the rebound. 3-point game tipped out by Link. And now George will check in. 33-30. Panthers trail the Red Devils by 3 in this District 6 title game. Panthers back here for the 3rd time in 4 years. Both these teams facing off last year in the consolation game, and River Valley had an easier time that time around. Romania feeds it left for Perschetti. Double team, working to perfection most of this time. Dunlap inside, off the glass and in. Panthers now trail by 1, 3:15. Quickly pushing it up court. Elena Long. Swing pass left. She's wide open in that corner on the way, and it's good. As a defense, you just can't leave them open.
That's where you're, when you're in that zone, sometimes, the corners and the wings, sometimes, that's where you get exposed a little bit.
Lemania driving left, shot blocked underneath by George. And on the opposite end, Sheehan took a tumble, no travel call. They're going to work it up to her sister Elena. Now George up top, ball's poked free at 2:41.
Oh, wow. Kira was open for about 7 seconds. No one on Central Cambria could find her.
And the Central Cambria supporters were letting them know it. George up top at 2:26. Ava poked it free for a moment. George recoups. Back up top to Long.
There you go. If you're Central Cambria, be patient. Find that mismatch.
Link underneath goes up, and a travel. That's the 7th Red Devil turnover. And now Rudick in for Abigail Sheehan at 2:15. Central Cambria with a 36-32 lead over the River Valley Panthers. Lemania brings it up at 2:09. Looks left for Kittner. Trying to get Ava open inside, nothing there. Threads the needle, nothing works. They work it right. Looks left for Kennedy Kittner. They're just going to throw it up top, and then Lemania loses it. Tipped and corralled by Sheehan. Wide open, right side, up and good for Barra. A 10th River Valley turnover leads to a bucket, and now the Red Devils extend their lead 38-32 with a minute and a half to go in the third. Work it right, Dunlap up top, Lemania. 3 on the way, it is up and good.
Big shot by Alicia. They needed that, stop the bleeding a little bit.
Second bucket of the quarter, again from beyond the arc, 38-35. Red Devils with it. Link drives, and a double dribble. Turnover by the Red Devils, and twin check on the floor for Kennedy Kittner. A little bit more height for River Valley. And a late substitution for the Red Devils. Get that name for you here in a second. Rowan Rudick, number 32 on the floor. Panthers need a 3 to tie it. Lemania, left corner on the way. No good. Twin check on the rebound. Her shot hacked underneath. She'll go to the line for 2.
Good offensive rebound by Maddie.
Twin check tonight, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Her only 2 points tonight. Needs to make both here to make it a 1-point affair. It is on the way, and it is good.
I'll tell you what, Jake, as a freshman to step to the line in a 3-point game without her minute in the third quarter, it's like she's a senior.
Yeah. Next one on the way, and no good. Ball's tipped out, stays with the Panthers. One half of the gym roars in excitement, the other half roars in disbelief.
Oh, you got to love this atmosphere. This is amazing.
Oh, my goodness,
I don't see very many blue seats in this gymnasium.
Inbound pass, finds Morgan Cole, drives, puts it up for the tie, no good. Gets a rebound, the putback also fails. Loose ball underneath, and a held ball. It'll stay with the Panthers at 50 seconds here in the third quarter. Perschetti will inbound from the right, telling her team, take a breath, settle down. Inbound pass finds Lemania. Hand off to Perschetti, almost knocked loose. Brings it around the arc. Dribbles in between 2 defenders. Up, and a foul on the floor.
That's actually probably not a bad foul. Yeah.
Well, kind of is for Central Cambria. That's Barra's 3rd foul. But if you're River Valley, you'll take it. New life, twin check, 3 ball on the way. No good. And all by her lonesome for the rebound is Rowan Rudick. She comes up with it. Push it up. Lena Sheehan thought about a 3. Morgan Cole meets her. 38-36 Red Devils. Sheehan thought about another three. Caught up in traffic. They push it to the right. For Long, up top for Sheehan, 23 seconds.
Be patient here if you're Central Cambria. Get the shot you want.
George hands it off to Barra. Finds Sheehan. Three ball from the right wing, no good. Dunlap comes down for the rebound. Met by George. She gets the pass off to Perchetti. Pushes it up court with 11 seconds. Trying to send this fourth quarter into a clean slate. Pulls up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Corralled by Long. Poked free at 3 seconds left in the quarter. Sheehan heaves it. No good. Too high off the glass. And through 3 quarters, the Red Devils maintain their lead, 38-36. We'll find out what has in store in the fourth quarter when we return on this IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
If you want to treat your taste buds to the best homemade Italian food, bring them to Rinaldi's Pizza Barn. Every Saturday is a different early bird special with dinner salad and garlic toast included, all for only $8.95. Their homemade Italian wedding soup is available for takeout. Enjoy one of Captain Kenny's desserts, always made fresh. Warm yourself up at the fireplace and enjoy the best homemade Italian food. Find all the yummy details on their Facebook page, Rinaldi's Pizza Barn.
With the start of each new year also comes tax season. As a taxpayer, you want to make sure you're getting all the credits and deductions you deserve. H&R Block Tax Professionals in Salzburg have the most up-to-date tax knowledge and will work closely with you to review any changes to your life or tax code that could impact your taxes. Rest assured that your tax professional will leave no stone unturned to make sure you get all you have coming. Stop in to schedule an appointment at the H&R Block office in Salzburg at their new location, 233 Washington Street next to the pharmacy.
Back with you for the fourth quarter between Central Cambria and River Valley. It's a good one. The Red Devils 8 minutes away from a District 6 title. They only lead by 2, 38-36. Leading the Red Devils in scoring with 13 points. Kira Link for River Valley with 12. Ava Perchetti. She, though, was shut out that third quarter. Our look at stats powered by Buckler, McKenney, and Nedzotti. George takes it up top for the Red Devils, looking to open this lead a little bit. Working to Long up top, underneath. Shot, good by Barra.
I say if you're Central Cambria, you've done everything for 3 quarters to give yourself an opportunity to win this basketball game. Play smart basketball. You got 8 minutes left.
Twin check, dishes left corner. Lamania fakes a 3, pulls inside the arc, puts it up, no good. Cole right there for the rebound. Her putback, no good, but she's going to go to the line for 2.
And again, that has to be Morgan's, I'm going to probably say 6th or 7th offensive rebound tonight. She's playing well.
We said in the pregame she had 10 rebounds against Cambria Heights in the semifinal round. Only 6 points. She has 6 right now, and she's 2 for 2 from the line. Hasn't been there, though, since the first quarter. Puts up the first, and it's good.
And the way she positions herself, you know, she almost like can read which way that ball is going to come off the rim. You know, rebounding sometimes can be almost a science. You know, she does it really well. She's always seems like she's in a spot to maximize those opportunities.
Cole looking to make it a 2-point game. Fires it away, and it's good. Aubrey Rudick returning to the floor for her sister Rowan just a few moments ago. And now the Red Devils with it. Long, dishes left. Back up top for Elena Sheehan. Thought about a 3. Hot better of it. Allows her offense to set up. Sheehan hits the deck.
Timeout.
Yep, timeout taken by Coach Sedlock. We'll take one with him. At 7:07 to go in the game. It's 40-38 Red Devils over the Panthers on Renda Digital TV.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Folks, the playoffs are here, and the team at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is behind the River Valley Panthers and all of our hometown heroes. So when the game gets tough, don't sit on the sidelines. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for illnesses and minor injuries. Located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville, they are your full-service outpatient facility. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, get in, get out, and get better. Red Devils with the basketball, preserving possession by taking that 30-second timeout. With it, Long driving off the inbound pass, goes up hard from the left. Shot doesn't fall. Rebounded, and Rudick draws the foul. Foul is called on Marin Dunlap. That's her second of the game. No, her third, actually. And Rudick goes to the line, puts the first of two up and good. 3-point game.
If this game stays as close as it is, that foul trouble might become an issue if this game would happen to go into an extra frame.
Second one on the way. It is up and good. 2-score game thanks to Aubrey Rudick making 2 free throws. Under 7 minutes to play in regulation. Panthers now. Hole grows bigger. Twin check. Looking left for Dunlap. And passes it off. Rudick goes out of bounds. Excuse me, that's Barra she hit that off of. Dunlap will take it out in front of her own bench. Lemania hands it off to Perchetti. Floating pass up top. They work it left corner. Lemania thought about a three, nothing there. Dishes to Perchetti. Tries to get open. Dribbles around a couple defenders. Looks inside for Twincheck. Off the glass. No good. Cole with the rebound up. And second shot misses. Loose basketball underneath. George able to keep it.
She called a timeout.
Yep, and a timeout on the floor. 6:25 to go here in regulation. We'll keep it right here with Central Cambria leading River Valley 42-38. Obviously, we said earlier both teams punching their ticket to the state playoffs. So that not really on the line, just sort of better positioning here. And when you think about it, I believe what the I don't know. I know it's like the top half of the bracket will host the first round, and then it's neutral site from there on out.
Yeah. Yep. First round will definitely be at the higher seeded district's home floor. I just want to go to that play there, Jake. I think it was Katie George.
Yeah, it was George.
Had a good rebound, controlled the ball down to the ground, called a timeout. Now, I'm not saying that she knew that River Valley would have had the possession arrow, but she avoided a jump ball. She got her team possession back. They're up 4, so now they can go down, and try to chew some of the 6.5 off the clock. And if you're Central Cambria, you want to be patient. You don't want to be complacent. You still want to play basketball, but settle for the best shot you can get. It doesn't have to be a forced three. It doesn't have to be a forced layup. Run the clock, run your offense, and just keep grinding this clock down. Your River Valley, just sink your teeth in, play good defense. You're only down 4. This is a long way from being over. Just do what you do.
Red Devils keep possession. Now River Valley, they showed signs of possibly staying up, but they'll call off the dogs, and Elena Long will bring it across. 6:21 to go in regulation. Red Devils up 42-38. Elena Sheehan up top. Dunlap comes in closer. They're going to try to trap her near half court. Floater pass, able to find the mark to Sheehan. Now to George, thought about a three. Tries dribbling around Perchetti, bounces it back out. Ava tries poking it free. George drives, goes up hard. Travel. 9th turnover for the Red Devils. Now Abigail Sheehan back out on the floor. She's in for Rudick.
If you want to take a positive from it, if you're Central Cambria, you ran almost 40 seconds off the clock. Not probably the ending that they wanted, but you chewed up a little bit of time.
Every second counts, especially in this fourth quarter. And with River Valley down by 4, they bring it across. Dunlap sets the screen up top, allows Ava some extra room. Swing pass back to her. Drives, looking for Cole. It's kicked, no whistle. And on the baseline, Central Cambria will touch it.
There's been 2 of those instances, Jake, where I thought they'd been kicked balls, but the referees didn't call them.
I think they're looking for the extension of the leg. I think if it just hits off a leg, sometimes you'll get officiating crews that will call it if it hits off a foot. But I think this set right here, they've done a great job up to this point. I think they're looking for that extension of the leg.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Perchetti loses the ball inside, picks it up, finds Cole, goes up from the right, good, and she'll go to the line for one. I don't know how Ava and Morgan Cole worked their way out of that. But they did.
Pinballed off of 3 different people, back to Ava and Morgan. And then Morgan had the awareness to catch and shoot,
Aubrey Rudick tagged with her 3rd foul of the game. Morgan Cole back to the line. She's 4 of 4 so far tonight. She makes this, it's a 1-point game. It's on its way, and it is good. Timeout taken by Coach Brown at 5:30. 42-41 Central Cambria with a lead. We're back in 60 seconds on an IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
Debner's Pools, Spas, Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debners offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debners take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debners today.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
42-41, Central Cambria with a 1-point lead over River Valley. 5:30 to go in regulation. Alongside Rick Spallone, Jake Slobodnik back with you. Fresh off the 3-point play by Morgan Cole. Red Devils now looking to create some more separation as Long brings it forecourt, matched up with Alicia Lamania. Looks right, up top George. Looks underneath. And the shot by Abigail Sheehan misses. Cole comes down with the rebound. Dishes it off to Perchetti. Perchetti drives left, dishes. Lamania for three for the lead. It's too far to the left. Cole with the rebound. Goes up. Her shot misses. Loose ball picked up by the Red Devils. And Cole following Sheehan along her hip. Dishes off. The layup, no good. George, the rebounder, put back, no good. She'll go to the line for two. Fouls on Marin Dunlap, her fourth. She's in a bit of foul trouble here. And now Katie George to the line. First trip tonight for her. First one on the way, and good.
She's having a good game, Jake. She's giving her a really good spark off the bench. She got to be, what, double figures?
Yep, that was her 10th point. Kira Link back on the floor for the Red Devils. Second one up by George and good. It's a 3-point game. 4:54 and counting here in the final quarter of regulation. Red Devils with a 3-point lead. Twincheck sets a good screen up top. Perchetti tries finding the baseline. Cut off in traffic. Steps back, swing pass, top of the key for Dunlap. Swing right. On the wing for Lamania. Fires it up top, Twincheck. Dishes, Lamania thought about a three. Tries taking it inside. Drives, goes up from the left. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds. We'll say, not trying to be hard on anybody, but I think Twincheck had a wide open three she could have taken.
Yep, and again, maybe that's just knowing that, her role right now.
Step back, Elena Sheehan. Had a little bit of trouble, gets the three off, it's no good. Twincheck fighting for the rebound, she's got it. Over comes Elena, driving down. Lamania tries, nope, doesn't take a long two. Brings it across. Ooh. Swings it left for Dunlap. Dribbles up, finds Lamania at 4:04.
If you're River Valley, you can be patient. Just a 3-point game. Run your offense.
Gets it up top to Ava. Drives, dishes left corner, and then a foul inside on Central Cambria. Foul is going to be on Kira Link. That'll be her first in the game. We have a timeout on the floor. Final media break of the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the score. Central Cambria 44 and River Valley 41 on an IRMC High School Playoff Night District 6 Championship on Renda Digital TV.
Save up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Our coverage on Renda Digital TV this evening, co-presented by Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and by Debner's Pools and Spas. Good game for them to pick to present as it's 44-41, Central Cambria leading River Valley. In the waning minutes of this game, 3:53 to go in regulation. River Valley out there, we talk about strength the Heritage Conference brings. They mark the 5th team playing for a district title between classes A and 3A. Conemaugh Valley winning Class A in boys the other night. Congratulations to them. Penns Manor girls falling to Bishop McCourt last night in the 2A championship. And then an all-heritage bout in the boys' nightcap last night. Portage upending Northern Cambria, tough squad. And now in the AAA girls' championship, River Valley looking to come back and beat Central Cambria. They trail by 3 with the basketball. Mania quickly gets it back down to the post for Ava. Her shot blocked on the way up. Clean block, and the Red Devils take it up. Working left, long down to the corner for George at 340. It's inside, ball stripped by Ava, and she keeps it alive. Turnover number 10 by the Red Devils. She brings it up. Thought about a 3, looks inside the paint for Dunlap, goes up off the glass, shot doesn't fall. 10 count begins, Abigail Sheehan brings it up. Looks left for Elena at 3:21.
There you go, essentially, there you go, run your offense.
Looking left. Long finds a crease, dishes right corner wide open as George has all the time in the world, takes a 3 and she drains it.
That's ice cold, Jake, for being a sophomore to step up in that situation. That's huge. That's ice in the veins right there.
Swing it right, Marin Dunlap open. 3 ball for River Valley, no good. Right to Lemania, her put back, too short. Cole, third attempt, no good. Too hard this time. Work it out, Lemania will regroup. Hand off to Ava Perchetti. Driving baseline inside to Dunlap, takes 2 steps off the backboard, no good. Coming in for the rebound, Abigail Sheehan. Drives it right, pushes it up court. Elena at 2:32. Looking left, now to the corner. George again open for 3. Can't make it that time. And Perchetti, baseball passes up court, swiped away. Oh, that's back court.
Yep. That's just dumb luck. That's good hustle. Not to hang your head about there. That's just the breaks you get.
Kennedy Kittner back on the floor for Maddie Twincheck. River Valley trailing by 6, 47-41 in this district championship game. 2:20 to go. And Coach Brittany Sedlock will take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Give you a quick look at the numbers. Katie George now, that 3 ball really helped her cause. 13 points on the night. She and Kiera Link are tied for the team lead with 13 each. River Valley, they are led. Make sure I'm doing my math correctly here. 12 points still for Ava Perchetti, has been held scoreless in the second half thus far, though. Morgan Cole with 11 points. Our stats presented by Buckler, McKinney, and Netzati. Since 1959, Buckler, McKinney, and Netzati is a full-service CPA firm serving both families and businesses with tax preparation, accounting, and more. Buckler, McKinney, and Netzati is proud of the hometown River Valley Panthers, serving southwestern Pennsylvania with 2 locations, Monroeville and 11 West Market Street in Blairsville. Call Jen at 724-459-5025. Boys game will follow this one. It'll be Bishop Guilfoyle against Forest Hills. That should be a good one, Coach. I know you mentioned you're thinking of sticking around to watch that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a heck of a game.
Panthers with the basketball, down 6, 2:20 and counting here in regulation. Looking to charge a comeback. Shetty takes a couple screens. Defense still not giving her much room. Looking up top to Lemania. Looks to left corner for Kittner. Back up top to Perchetti. Swing pass to Lemania. Wide open. Head on 3. On the way. It is too short. Sheehan initially came down with a rebound and then tie up. Will keep it with the Panthers at 2 minutes.
I think if you're River Valley, you don't have to settle for 3. Try to get to the hoop, get a quick layup, get into a press. You don't have to settle for 3s. Again, 2 minutes left. There's a ton of time.
Pass works its way around to Kennedy Kittner. Back up top to Dunlap. Dishes corner. Kittner pops a 3 on the way. It is up. It is no good. Too far to the right. Too short. Elena Sheehan comes down with it. Right side Sheehan almost had the ball poked free, but she corrals it at a minute 40. Manny gets her hand on it. Not far enough. Long with it up top. Takes a screen. Passes off Dunlap's back. It goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Red Devils at a minute 28.
Got lucky there, Jake. I think River Valley, at some point, you've got to start fouling to get closer to that 5. Central Cambria can milk some clock here.
Coach Rick Brown was calling for a timeout for the past 10 seconds. They just now heard him. Minute 28 to go in the game. 47-41 Central Cambria over River Valley on an IRMC High School playoff night. Renda Digital TV.
For the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
88 seconds left in this basketball game, and the Central Cambria Red Devils are, as I said, 88 seconds away from a district title. They lead by 6, 47-41 over the undefeated River Valley Panthers. That in jeopardy, though. Inbounding from the corner, they find Katie George. Top for Long, looking cross court, finding Link. Back cross court to George.
Smart.
Pass up top. Yep, they're just playing keep away now. Lemania tried fouling, no whistle, and then they finally call it.
Here in River Valley, you got to probably go full denial. Try to get a 5 count if you can. They get it in. I think you got to foul right away. I don't think you can afford to try to get a quick turnover. I think you got to foul right away if they can get it in.
Sheehan does get it in. On the knee, and a timeout taken by Central Cambria. A minute 10 to go in this game. We'll keep it right here. 47-41. Red Devils the lead over the Panthers of River Valley as both teams will go to the state playoffs. And speaking of, the playoffs are here, and the team at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is behind the River Valley Panthers and all of our hometown heroes. So when the game gets tough, don't sit on the sidelines. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge Urgent is open 7 days a week from 8 till 8 for illnesses and minor injuries. Located off Old Route 22 in Blairsville. They're your full-service outpatient facility. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better.
Sorry, Jake. No, go ahead.
Just introducing us again. Jake Slobodnik and Rick Spallone with you in the booth. Coach, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I just got to give Central Cambria's coach credit. You know, I got to give the coaches some love, you know, being a coach myself, but she's called 2 timeouts on her own that has saved Central Cambria from turnovers. That possession right there on the inbounds, and I think there was one earlier, I think maybe early in the third quarter, late second quarter. Such as being in the game, you know, as a coach, there's always so many things going around, you know, just to focus in and to call a timeout like that, you know, props to her for that.
70 seconds left in this game. Central Cambria along the sidelines near their bench.
Utilize the backcourt. There you go. You can stand there for 10.
It's like they heard you. Brings it up, stolen away by Lemania. Matched up with Sheen. Oh, breaks her ankles, drives, right lane up off the glass and good, and a foul called. She'll go to the line for 1.
Jake, in that situation, you know, I tell my guys, if somebody's going in for a layup, if you're going to foul them, I'm not saying you commit an intentional foul, but you have to foul them hard enough where they can't try to get up to get that and 1.
Yeah.
You're nothing dirty, but, you know, just enough where they can't get it up.
Fouls against Elena Long, her third. Lemania trying to cap off a 3-point play, and she does. Red Devils inbound it. Panthers need another turnover here. Work it back for Abigail Sheehan. Working right. Link almost has it swiped away. They look inside. Back up top. Sheehan left side for her sister. Out of George in the left corner. Panthers trying to trap her. Oh, and they're going to call a foul. Fouls on Ava. That's her second. Floor foul. Both teams with 4 fouls apiece. Abby Sheehan will inbound.
Stay out of the corners. Yep.
Up top, looking right. The foul called on Kennedy Kittner. Now Long will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Kittner, her first of the game. First on its way. No good.
Jake, my heart rate's probably about 110 beats right now. I can only imagine
Me
how
too.
she feels on the free throw line.
Second on its way. Too short. Rebounded by Marin Dunlap. Hands it off to Lemania, and here we go. Feeds it up. Oh, and a timeout taken by the Panthers with 30 seconds. Kittner had the baseline open before the timeout was called. And we will keep it right here. 30 seconds in the basketball game. 47-44, Central Cambria with the lead over River Valley. Coach, if you're River Valley, you have the ball. I mean, obviously, it's probably that simple. Get Ava open from beyond the arc, but the way Central Cambria's been playing right up against her, it's a little bit more difficult than that.
It is. It is. Again, if I'm Coach Brown right now, I'm getting Ava in the middle of the floor. I'm getting her in some sort of high screen action, right, where she has the ability to read the roll, to come off for an open 3, a pick and pop with maybe Alicia. You know, she's hit a couple big threes tonight. So it's probably going to be those two if I'm coach. I'm going to plant Kennedy in the corner. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go high screen and roll, pick and pop with Ava and Alicia. Dribble drive, maybe a kick or a quick 2, and then, play good defense. So those would be some of the options that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I like what you said about Kittner, keeping her as a decoy safety outlet in there in the corner. We'll see what they do. Perchetti near the key. Lemania to take it out. The remaining 3 lining up in a stack formation near the volleyball line. Lemania, quick find to Perchetti. Pops a 3, and she's hit on her way up. Now the question is, was she over the line, or is this going to be 3 free throws? 3 free throws on the way. Foul is on Elena Long. That is her 4th personal foul of the game. Each team with 5. Perchetti needs to make all 3 to breathe new life into this basketball game. She's been shut out the entire second half. First one on the way is good.
I'm looking across the gym at her mom right now. She can't even look.
I don't even want to know what her family's feeling. I don't even know what, well, she's probably feeling nothing because D1 Richmond commit kind of built for situations like this. Second on its way and good.
Here's the crazy part, Jake.
Can she make the third
one? This is the most important one.
Oh, my. There is not an ounce of space in this gym. On the way, we are tied. Timeout by Coach Brown. 47-47. River Valley has come back to tie this one. They were down by 6. Majority through this quarter. We'll keep it right here in our broadcast booth. Well, championship games are meant for this. Maybe not broadcasters like you and I or anybody like that. Our human bodies aren't capable of this. But when you look in terms of classic basketball games, this is surely one.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a heck of a game. Here's the thing. The advantage Central Cambria has, it's tied. In a similar situation last year in a certain game. And when you're in this particular instance, you can afford to run the clock down to zeros. Probably attack with maybe 10 seconds to give yourself an opportunity for, an offensive rebound and a putback. So again, if you're Central Cambria, yes, you had a 6-point lead with a minute. Hope's not lost. You got the ball, tie ball game. Worst case scenario, you keep the ball for 27.8 seconds and you miss, you're going to overtime.
Yeah.
Right? So value it. If you got a good look with 12, you take it, right? But you're in control. You're in the driver's seat just with what's on the clock.
27.8 seconds left in regulation. Hope Springs eternal for both of these teams, 47 all. River Valley showing a press. They inbound it, floating it to Abby Sheehan. Gets it. Ball's poked free. Still loose in the backcourt. Taken by Central Cambria in a tie-up.
So Central Cambria has the possession area, but coach called a time. They give her the timeout.
Coach Brown can't believe it. He thought there might have been a travel or at least a tie-up. And I don't know how they heard that timeout being called because this place is as loud as it can possibly be.
A full timeout was requested by
Central Cambria has no other option than taking a full timeout with 21.6 seconds here in regulation. 47-47. They'll keep it here.
And again, Jake, to piggyback off earlier comment, that timeout saved the possession, and more importantly, it saved the possession arrow.
Yes.
You know, so again, if there is happen to be a tie-up, Central Cambria retains possession. Only 6 seconds ran off the clock.
Breathe.
Yes.
We need to breathe. Bishop Guilfoyle and the Forest Hills boys will have to wait a little bit longer. They could wait even longer if this clock runs down and we're still tied. River Valley the first to break their huddle, and their supporters all behind them. The full student sections here. An interesting point, when I was at Central Cambria back in the mid-2010s, they were labeled the best student section in District 6. Well, I think River Valley might have an edge on this one tonight. They take up about 9 rows. Central Cambria about 4. Here we go. 21 seconds and some change. Elena Sheehan to inbound, finds Link, or Long, excuse me. Red Devils back to work, looking for a last-second win. Long the left side. Finds George in the left corner at 11 seconds. Dribbles. Backs her way in. Shot. Up. No good. Cole pokes it free. Finds Dunlap. 3 seconds. Ball's poked free. George.
No.
Fouled at 1.8.
Coach Brown got to be careful. Be careful, Rick.
Alicia Lamania tagged with the foul. George to the line to try to play hero. Needs to make at least one. It is up. It is no good. I have no fingernails left. I'm sure you don't either, whether you're watching.
This is awesome.
George needs to make one more. No timeouts for either side. George lines up, puts it up. No good! Lamania comes down with it. We are going to overtime here at the Mount. 47-47. River Valley and Central Cambria don't go anywhere. Overtime is next on an IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.
Pools Spas Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debners offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debners take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debners today.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Things just got interesting here at the Mount. We go to overtime. 47-47. Overtime rules, 4 minutes. Each team with 1 timeout. Fouls stay the same, each with 5. Looking at individual fouls in terms of foul trouble, Marin Dunlap, the only one in real jeopardy for River Valley with 4. For Central Cambria, Elena Long with 4. Aubrey Rudick and Ava Barra each with 3. Tip-off coming up. River Valley will take it left to right. Perchetti going up for the Panthers. Kiera Long for the Red Devils. Up in the air, controlled by the Panthers with Alicia Lamania, and away we go in this extra frame. Free basketball here at the Mount. Perchetti takes it left. And then a foul. And if you're Central Cambria, this is not who you wanted to send to the line. The foul charged to Kiera Link, her first.
At the free throw line, Ava Persetti.
Ava, despite being shut out most of the second half, came in clutch late in that fourth quarter, nailing 3 free throws to make River Valley back in this one. And she makes the first. River Valley has taken their first lead, get this, since the first quarter.
Wow.
Second one on the way. Good. Red Devils, rare scenario tonight, trailing 2 points to the River Valley Panthers. Long brings it forecourt, looks inside, finds Link up from the right side. Sheehan doesn't find the mark, rebounded by Dunlap. Panthers with it. Persetti will slowly bring it across the timeline. The Panthers need a bucket or some free throws here to try and make it a 2-score game. Danger at half court, finding Lamania. Dueling student sections. Finds Persetti up top. Swing pass, right corner, wide open Kittner. 4-3, no good. Lamania tips it out, and it'll go with the Red Devils.
It's a good look, you know. Like I said, I think this is what kind of gets lost in this whole, with how the game ended, or the fourth quarter ended.
Uh-oh, Elena Sheehan not shaken up a little bit, gripping the lower calf on the left side. Hopefully it's not an Achilles. Ava Barra returning to the floor for the Red Devils. So, silver lining adds a little bit more height for these Red Devils. They have been great offensive rebounding tonight. Red Devils need a bucket to tie it. Three-pointer to take the lead. Bringing it up, Elena Long, looking right. Link driving right side, dishes off. Knocked out of bounds, Panther ball! .255 here in the overtime period. 2:52 now. Panthers bring it up with Ava Persetti. Drives, finds Kittner. Back up top, Lamania. All-important three, too hard off the iron. George with the rebound, almost swiped away by Dunlap. Long brings it up at 2:37. Brings it to the left side, looking underneath for Link, goes up, shot blocked, but a foul. So now a chance for Kiera Link, second leading scorer for the Red Devils with 13 points. Trailing Katie George only by 1, who has 14. Chance to tie the game with 2 made free throws. First of 2, good.
Smooth.
That ice cold veins right there.
But I mean, the shot by Katie George late in the fourth quarter, the 3 free throws by Ava.
Second one, no good. Rebounded by Link.
Rebound.
Gets it to Long up top. Red Devils trail by 1. They get it to George underneath. Her shot blocked. Loose basketball underneath and a tie-up. It'll stay with the Red Devils. 2:24 to go in the overtime period.
And I think that's what both teams have to realize. You know, it's basically it's a new quarter. You know, they can slow down a little bit. Good look.
Inbound, Ibarra off the glass and in. The Red Devils reclaim the lead, 50-49.
And then they turn it over, Jake. Alicia inbounded it to Ava, and I don't know if she just took it for granted that Alicia was paying attention, and it just air melted right over her head.
12th River Valley turnover this game. Kept it clean most of the second half. They inbounded. Sheehan drives, dishes underneath, taken away by Ava. Gets around the defense. Driving up court, dribbles through defenders looking for contact. Takes it left side, goes up, and a foul on the floor. And now Ava once again back to the line.
And that's what a leader does, Jake. She knows she made a mistake on the turnover. Then she rebounds. She makes a great defensive play. Then she gets to the length of the floor and puts herself on the free throw line.
Ava to tie it, puts the first one up. And good. About ready to give her a top hat and a guitar. Name her Carlos Santana, smooth. Second to reclaim the lead is good. Long wasting no time, heaving it up court, and it's out of the reach of Barra. Turnover the Red Devils at 2:02. Red Devils will not press. Perchetti buying time with 1:59. Panthers need a bucket.
Might get that star look from them.
Cole sets the screen up top. Perchetti tries getting around Abby Sheehan. Cole hits the deck underneath. I think she just lost her footing. Ava looks right. Dunlap down to the corner. Back to Marin. Thought about it. Drives, and then a walk. That is not what River Valley needed, as they only lead by 1 with 1:38 to go in this overtime frame. And Long brings it up. Lane clears on the left side. She goes up off the glass. Too hard. Cole fighting for the rebound. It's knocked free into Long's hands, and the shot good.
Alicia came up limp again with that right leg from earlier in the game.
Maddie Twincheck will take her place. 1 point game, 52-51 Central Cambria. We needed a fifth overtime, or a fifth frame to maybe decipher this one. Maybe we'll go to a sixth. 1:19, Perchetti walks it across, met by 2 Red Devils. Takes a screen by Cole on the left. Tries getting open, loses the basketball, but picks it up. Maintains possession, drives left. Swing pass, right corner. Kittner fires a 3, and it is no good. George with the rebound. They get it out. And breaking away is Abby Sheehan, going up from the right. Shot, no good. And one official couldn't see who it was off of.
Staying here.
Yep, Red Devils basketball at 52 seconds.
I tell you what, that was a great job by Kennedy. Get back, held her ground, straight up. That was a tremendous effort.
Sheehan will inbound from the right side. George finds herself open. Ava collapses. They work it up to Long. Floating to the left. The Devils with a 1 point lead. They work it out to Abby Sheehan. Looks inside. Link, nothing there. Back out to Sheehan. 35 seconds now.
Smart. That was very smart.
Long's wide open. River Valley might need to foul somebody. Cole tries stealing it. No! And then underneath, Perchetti stops her. Then Cole's fouled in the back half. Oh, my goodness. She took a shot, but the adrenaline coursing through her veins propels her upward. Morgan Cole just needs to make 1 to tie it.
Jake, this crowd went from probably, I'm going to say 700 people to probably close to 900 with Forest Hills and Bishop Guilfoyle fans trying to get in. The whole upper concourse is completely full. This is awesome. High school sports is amazing.
Morgan Cole at the line needs 1 to tie. Puts it up. It is good.
And she's perfect on the night.
Interesting moment here for River Valley. Alicia Lamania returning to the floor, still favoring that right leg a little bit. And now Abby Sheehan back on the floor. Cole needs 1 to give the Panthers back the lead. On its way. Good! 53-52. 22 seconds and away we go. Red Devils with the basketball. Long brings it up. 17 seconds. They work it right for Sheehan, loses the ball. Lamania almost came away with it. Good ball control. They feed it down to Link. Shot. Good at 7 seconds.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor.
What a game.
Kira Link might just have put herself in the Red Devil Hall of Fame if that shot stands. And now the Panthers have 6.1 seconds in overtime to try and get something up. Oh, my.
So here we go again with what would Coach Brown do? Obviously, Central Cambria is going to at least have some sort of 3/4 court press because they don't want River Valley to be able to roll the ball and not have the clock start, right?
Right.
So I think you gotta get Ava coming off maybe a stagger screen, some sort of double screen, with momentum going towards her hoop. Best case scenario, she gets to the hoop. With the foul situation, maybe a hand check, she goes to the line. So Central Cambria is kind of in a tough spot where you can't foul. You got to play really good defense, but you kind of have to play almost like a three-quarter court defense. So it's just a tough spot to be in.
They put 7.6 on the board. 54-53. The Red Devils staying back.
I think you got to come up. Don't let them roll the ball.
Perchetti.
There we go.
Give and go. Back to Ava. 6 seconds and counting. Right side. Ava gets around the defense. 1 second. Puts it up. Shot. No good. It is over. The Central Cambria Red Devils hold on to beat the River Valley Panthers. They needed overtime to do it. 54-53, the final score. We'll be back with a post-game show. 54-53, the Red Devils are your District 6 champions on Renda Digital TV.
To $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Savor the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Debner's Pools, Spas, Lawn and Garden is your go-to source for all of your outdoor needs since 1982. In-ground pools, above-ground pools, swim spas, and hot tubs too. Debner's offers everything from do-it-yourself kits to fully installed special deliveries and everything in between. Let Debner's take the hassle out of your pool experience with the best products and the lowest prices anywhere, so you can start enjoying more priceless time with the ones you love. Why wait? Call or stop in Debner's today.
Your home, car, business, and your life all need to be insured against loss. With so many companies, whom do you choose? Someone you know and trust, someone who will sit down with you to discuss your particular needs. That someone is Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency. Mark represents Erie Insurance, a company highly esteemed in the insurance industry. When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? Call Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency, 2 locations, Salzburg and Blairsville.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
With the start of each new year also comes tax season. As a taxpayer, you want to make sure you're getting all the credits and deductions you deserve. H&R Block Tax Professionals in Salzburg have the most up-to-date tax knowledge and will work closely with you to review any changes to your life or tax code that could impact your taxes. Rest assured that your tax professional will leave no stone unturned to make sure you get all you have coming. Stop in to schedule an appointment at the H&R Block office in Salzburg at their new location, 233 Washington Street next to the pharmacy.
This is a business you need to know more about, especially if you're planning a company meeting, wedding reception, nighttime social, or weekend fishing. Introducing Brownie's Mill and Brownie's Mill Trout Club. Brownie's Mill is a place to rent a room, host a wedding, fish for the weekend, or just get away for rest and relaxation in a beautiful, spacious 4-floor building in a rustic setting. This is Brownies Mill and Brownies Mill Trout Club in Woodbury, PA. Learn more at browniesmill.com.
Central Cambria Red Devils, your District 6 girls AAA champions, a 54-53 overtime win against the River Valley Panthers, ending the Panthers' undefeated season. Jake Slobodnik, Rick Splone back with you. Coach, that was one that we're going to remember for quite some time.
Yep, that was an instant classic, Jake. You know, sometimes that word gets thrown around, but that was the definition of it. That's all I got. I'm gassed.
I will say, yeah, it's a loss for River Valley, but a humbling one at that, especially with state playoffs looming, because you know it's nice winning a district title, but if you're River Valley, you look ahead to that state championship. You now see what you need to do to improve, and yeah, there's a lot of takeaways from this.
Yeah. You know, and you can let it sting. You know, and I know that they're hurting right now, but like you said, Jake, you know, it's better if you were gonna lose, right? I know you don't want to lose a championship game, but if you lose in the state playoffs, your season's over.
Yeah.
So like you said, definitely some things they can clean up. On the flip side, though, confidence for Central Cambria.
Yeah.
I don't know the official state rankings. I want to say our River Valley's girls, I'm sorry, were second or third in the state. So you just, you know, not only did you knock off the #1 seed in the district, you just beat probably the second or third best team in AAA in the state of Pennsylvania. So, you know, that's big, and we'll see, you know, what kind of run both teams will go on. And you never know, you know, maybe they cross paths again, you know, here in the next couple weeks.
We'll find out. We'll take a timeout, come back, give you a look at final numbers, and wrap this up from Mount Aloysius College as the Central Cambria Red Devils edge River Valley in overtime, 54-53 on Renda Digital TV.
To $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Savor the spirit of the season at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent. Join them every Friday during Lent for their annual Lenten dinners from 4 to 7. Experience the joy of fellowship as you dine in or conveniently drive through. Full-size and half-size dinners offer a delightful array of options, including fried and baked fish, salmon, shrimp, or a pierogi dinner. All come with potato, pierogi, green beans, coleslaw, roll, beverage, and dessert. Lenten dinners at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent, a blend of flavor and fellowship. This week's dinner sponsored by Curran Funeral Home in Salzburg. More details on Facebook.
Back with you for a final time on Renda Digital TV, 54-53, the final at overtime. Central Cambria capturing the District 6 Girls AAA Championship over the River Valley Panthers and ending their undefeated season. Look at the final numbers. Central Cambria was led in scoring by Kiera Link, 16 points, but no shot was greater than the one she hit with 7.6 left in the overtime frame. That was the key bucket that gave them the lead and the definitive one, the nail in the coffin, and she was followed by Katie George with 14 points. As a team, Central Cambria was 7 of 13 from the free throw line. River Valley was led by Ava Perschetti, 19 points. Good chunk of them coming from the free throw line. She was 8 of 19. Same with Morgan Cole, 13 points, 7 of them from the free throw line. She was 7 of 7 in this basketball game, and Alicia Lamania with 10 points to her credit as well. I have to write that down. As a team, River Valley excelled from the free throw line, 22 of 25, but as we see here, one missed free throw could be the difference maker. That's exactly what happened here.
Yep, and both teams battled. It's a shame that either team had to lose. But like I said, you got the state tournament to look forward to, and both teams could make a nice run there. So.
Well, that'll do it for us here tonight at Mount Aloysius College. Want to thank our broadcast crew, Ted Maseko, John Smathers on camera, Nathan Miller, our executive producer here tonight. Want to thank the folks at Mount Aloysius for being accommodating to us and allowing us the space to bring this game here to you tonight. We also want to thank our presenting sponsors, Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and Debner's Pools and Spas. One final time from Mount Aloysius College, the Central Cambria Red Devils with a District 6 AAA championship win, 54-53 in overtime. For all of us, my name is Jake Slobodnik. Thanking you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you come to the state playoffs. This has been a presentation of an IRMC High School playoff night on Renda Digital TV.